Понял, под моим управлением. Наблюдаю у вас 292.
Hello guys, once again. Today we have a surprise, basically a surprise dev server, the second dev server of the update Winged Lions. So we're going to talk about a little bit of it and show the differences between the first dev server and the second dev server. Make sure to subscribe to see more. And of course I'm going to make probably 3 videos, so keep an eye out today for more videos coming out. So the first one will be the aircraft, the second one the new tanks, and the third one the new maps, okay? We have some stuff in the files that are not added yet, so probably we might see another dev server, but I doubt it. We probably will have the update next week with the normal schedule in the weekend. Okay, so let's start. So yeah, first of all we are going to talk about the US. So the US received the F105 that I talked about it in the first dev server, so check it out, that video. But yeah, now it received on the second dev server the F4J, which was personally I was waiting for a Navy Phantom for a while, so it's the first Navy Phantom for the US3. Basically it's just a normal F4 but with a different type of thing. So first of all, we don't have the agile package of the F4E because that only was received by the F4S, which is an upgrade for the F4J, which probably we'll see as an update in game in the modifications. Ismino the forum said that that's not ruled out for the next update or something. So yeah, basically you have this aircraft, amazing skin as you see. It was used in the Forestal class and on a lot other aircraft carriers. So yeah, pretty cool. As you see, we have a short nose, not the long nose, because we don't have an internal cannon. So as you see, we don't have a cannon. We have the APG-59, which is the radar of the British Phantom, which is pulse Doppler. So pretty cool. First aircraft to have pulse Doppler in the US3. Of course, we still have the RWR and everything else. The engines are a little bit different from the engines on the Air Force ones. So it's the J7917. So here's the stats. I think they are stock, but still pretty cool aircraft. The skin looks amazing. Look at it. The main difference is that it doesn't have compared to the E, is that it doesn't have the Agile Eagle package. It has different engines, a different radar, better radar, and of course it doesn't have a gun. That's why the nose. So we have some interesting stuff here. So first of all, that we have a lot of bombs as well, because you know it's the normal loadout for any American aircraft. We have flares and chaff, we have RWR, of course, some rockets, but we have, of course, the AIM-9D, the AIM-9G, which are the Navy missiles, the AIM-7E2, and a new missile, the AIM-7F. I don't know exactly how it's working right now, but in the forums they are saying that it's the same as the AIM-7E for now, so it's probably a dev server thing. Everything's subject to change, but it's basically the counter to an R-24R. Basically, it's just a comparable missile in that manner. Okay, so the stats are kind of, I mean, they are different as you see. I mean, it's much heavier missile, but it has a longer range. So yeah, basically we have a better missile for the US. Let me check if the F4E also received it. So it did not receive for now, it's just the AIM-7E2. But we have the AIM-7F, of course, in the game. We probably should see some differences in the Skyflash as well, and some other missiles being added. But yeah, pretty cool aircraft in general, right? Look at it. Let's test fly it and show you guys a little bit of it, okay? I don't know why my buttons are always... Oh, there you go. So it has the combat slats there, but it's kind of weird. I don't think it's as good as the F4E one. Let's maintain a little bit of the speed. come too slow. The aircraft carrier is turning, so that doesn't help. Oh my god. Oh no, this is bad. Let's go around, go around! That was not good. I had my air brakes. Jesus. Let's try to go again. So yeah, here we go again. I have to practice this, man. This is not the greatest thing ever. Yeah, no air brakes now. Should be a little bit more flexible now. But yeah, look at this skin, man. I love these white skins for the Navy. I just wished there were more maps that use these aircraft carriers, because there are not a lot of them. Yeah, he's turning, but no matter. Oh Jesus, yeah, there you go. Worked. Let's get the flaps up. Come on, a little bit more power. Let's try to take off again. Let's go, guys. Woo! There you go, boys. So much fun. Yeah, pretty cool, right? Yeah, pretty cool. So yeah, let's see the other stuff. Of course, the radar is the same, but as the British Phantom. But yeah, let's go for the other stuff. So yeah, for the US, basically this is it for aircraft. I don't see any other stuff. There are a lot of files in the game right now. The missiles are subject to change, so I'm going to do videos when the patch actually go live. You know about this type of thing. But yeah, and the last thing that I want to show is that you cannot carry the gun pod, which is also a different gun pod than the F4E or the F4C, is the Mark 11 Colt cannon, I think, which is a pretty different cannon. But you cannot take the cannon together with a lot of missiles without getting some bombs or rockets. So this is pretty fun because the Navy never used the cannon as an air-to-air weapon, so normally only missiles. So yeah, as you know, I'm a fan of this type of gameplay. So yeah, pretty cool, guys. Pretty cool. Yeah, cannot. This is probably the first aircraft that I'm going to make a video on it, and the first aircraft that I'm going to get. So yeah, let's get into Germany. So Germany received a new thing. In the files, it has the MiG-23M, which is a work in progress, probably because the Germany never received the MiG-23M. It's the MF. So there are probably some stuff that it will be changed before it went to the live server. But the other thing that I want to talk about is that the MiG-21 bis SAU, which is the base for Germany, received a new missile. So it now received the R60M case. Basically, it's the R60M for export. So yeah, it's pretty modern missile. So yeah, pretty cool. They say that the MiG-21 receiving this is because the German MiG-21 it didn't have the best statistics in game right now, so this will of course help a lot. So I'm pretty excited to fly this aircraft now, because I wasn't actually, but now I am because of these missiles. So it kind of has a weird bug with the R60. Of course, getting six R60s, it only has the normal R60, so everything is subject to change. But as you see, you're going to research for it by here. Okay, so pretty cool. Of course, keep an eye out for a MiG-23. I might make a video just on that, or I don't know what will happen, but it's in the files, but not in the game right now. Okay, for the USSR, the same stuff is here. So the MiG-20 7K, of course, has the same loadouts and stuff, but I'm going to check it out something. Yeah, as you see, we have the Cubs, the Cub 500Ls, the same armament. It doesn't have the S25 yet, but I think the Su-27, 22, I mean, not yet the 27, probably has that missile. So yeah, we have the S-25L now here, which is a laser guided ammunition, but nothing has changed. I'm just showing that because in the files there's a lot of types of S25s. Of course, we have some of them here. So as you see, the S25O, which is just a bigger S24, basically. It's not a bigger S24, but it's just a larger missile, non-guided. And we have the S25L, which is a laser-guided one, but it doesn't loft and doesn't do anything like that. So pretty cool. But the thing that I want to show is that they changed the country. So I don't know if there's more skins for this because I tried to find it here, but it doesn't show anything. So I cannot show you guys yet. But and every aircraft probably has skins, but I cannot show to you guys by now. So yeah. But we have a new skin, so it's for Syria, I think. Yeah, Syria. So yeah, pretty cool, pretty modern one. And changed the little country here, and of course the aircraft now is a little bit more beautiful because this skin is amazing. I cannot wait to get this aircraft. So yeah, just to show a little bit of the USSR for here, okay? If you are enjoying this video, please make sure to subscribe and click the like button and check my other videos on the dev server or anything related to that. So yeah, let's go for the Great Britain. We don't have anything else. The Sky Flash, I think it changed a little bit, but we will have to find it out. I don't know, the lock, it seems the same, but we'll have to check it out. Probably will be different because of the AIM-7F coming in. Of course, the Kai on Japanese, of course, doesn't have the AIM-7F still. China only has the LA-11. Italy, nothing. France received two new aircraft by now. So the first thing is the Voutour Sud Aviation Voutour 2N, which is basically an interceptor version of the Voutour. We have the Nord missiles, as you see. Not the greatest missile ever, but it's pretty cool because it has a radar. So the APQ-126, which can be a very capable radar, if you ask me. But yeah, I'm going to check it out on the test flight, and I see you guys in a bit. So here we are, we have a pretty good radar. It's basically, I have to check it out. So basically, it has a comparable radar to the F4, basically. It's a similar radar to the A7, actually, so yeah, pretty cool. It has a B-place configuration, as you see. It doesn't have afterburner or anything. It has a very cool cockpit. I mean, I would use this as an aircraft for simulator battles, because look at it, pretty cool, right? Let's try to take off. Yeah, the sound is a lot better than it was. But yeah, pretty cool aircraft. So yeah, of course it's a new premium because they changed it. They removed the Israeli aircraft from the French tree and put it on the Israeli tree. So it has the DEFA cannons. So yeah, pretty cool. It's an interceptor, but it can be used as a bomber as well. So yeah, pretty cool. Very different aircraft in the way that it's a bomber, but it's an interceptor. And of course, I'm just waiting for the Yak-28P, which is basically like this. It's a bomber, but it's an interceptor. So yeah, please guiding. But yeah, pretty cool aircraft in general. Pretty excited about this one, actually. Not in the French tree because it's paid, but in the Israeli tree, of course, received one as well. So I'm pretty excited to grind it out on the Israeli tree. Pretty cool, guys. So as you see, it's a premium aircraft. It has a lot of bombs still, as you see, a lot of bombs. So it doesn't have the missiles, the good missiles like I mean, the M9B is not a good missile, but the the Nord is even worse. So yeah, I would use this as a ground attacker with the capability of intercepting aircraft after you drop the bombs. Okay, so pretty cool aircraft being a premium. I mean, if you're going to grind that out, the French 3, this is a very good addition, very good indeed. Not as good news to people that have the Evotour of the French, the Israeli one, because you're going to maintain it, but the Voturen is probably better, even though it doesn't have the missiles. Of course, we have the Mirage 5F that we were going to talk about. We talked about it in the last patch, in the last dev server video. So it has the same engine, doesn't have a radar of the Mirage, but it's basically a Mirage 3, a ground variant of the Mirage 3, okay? So as you see, it can take flares and chaff, magics. It does have RWR, which is always nice. And of course, it's a very capable aircraft to air to ground. As you see, it can take a lot of bombs, a lot of rockets especially. So I would use this as a ground attacker more than a bomber. Of course, you can use 9 of these 400 bombs, kilo bomb. I know it's a lot of 250s and a lot of 400s. So yeah, it's still pretty good, and you can take a lot of bombs with it. I mean, let's compare to the Jaguar. Let's see, the Jaguar. Yeah, of course, it can take way more bombs. The max amount of bombs that it can take is 8 400 and 11 250s. Let's see. No, it's not supposed to buy anything. So it can take. Yeah, it can take a little bit more bombs, like 12 to 50s. And the 400s, it cannot take more 400s than the Jaguar. So it can take more 400 kilos, but more 250s. But the thing is, you can take way more rocket pods. But the thing of this aircraft is the performance. Of course, the performance is way better than the Jaguar. The engine is way better. The turning ratio is way better. But the thing is, the Jaguar has smart weapons. So of course, the Jaguar has the laser guided bombs and of course the laser guided missiles, which the Mirage doesn't have it because it's a way older aircraft but with a better performance. So I don't know, the Mirages will be, I mean, they will be okay, but more like an attacker with the rockets, I think. Let's test fly it a little bit and check it out, okay? Doesn't have a cockpit yet. But yeah, as you see, pretty much the same as the Mirage 3. Only the nose is a little bit different because it doesn't have the flare, the radar. So it's basically a ground attacker, okay? It doesn't have a cannon, apparently, which is kind of odd. So it's basically going to be a very capable, but not as good, but very capable ground attacker, okay? So, wow, that's weird. What happened? What is happening there? But yeah, basically, Jesus, that's kind of weird. But yeah, has the flare pod that is not showing there, I think. But everything is subject to change, of course. Let's see, the same air brakes. It feels a lot lighter than the Mirage 3, probably because it doesn't have the radar or the guns. But not having the guns is it's a very bad problem. You know, only having 2 magics, not too good at this BR. So yeah. So I don't know, it's glitchy because it has the cannons, as you see, but it's not showing on the test flight. I don't know why. Let's check it out. Yeah, it doesn't make. I cannot choose. So it's kind of a bug, but it will have the cannons. So yeah, the def was pretty good cannons. Okay, so yeah. Sweden, of course, didn't receive anything besides the artillery that I showed. Of course, Israel, the last nation. So we received a couple of more aircraft. As you see, I cannot show them flying because I don't have the support from Gaijin yet. So make sure to subscribe to help me get there. I need 1,000 subscribers to actually have a couple of more things to make sure that I can show everything added to every patch. So yeah, help me out there, and let's show everything that was added. So the first thing, of course, is the Vautour 2N. It's the same Vautour as we had in the premium tree of the French tree. So same aircraft, it has the same engines, it has the same radar, the PQ-26, which also, let me check a little bit, but I think it's the radar on the A7. Let me check. Yeah, it's the same radar as the A7. So it's kind of a modification to it's similar to the radar on the F4. I'm not gonna say it's a modification of it, but it's similar in some ways or another. So yeah. So the Vautour N, of course, have the same radar, of course, has the RWR, of course, and it's a biplace, so pretty cool aircraft. Probably going to get this, not the French premium. And for the loadouts, of course, we have a couple of different loadouts. So we have kind of different types of bombs here, Israeli bombs and some weird rockets. But we have the Shafrir missile, so pretty cool. A different missile, probably going to be a little bit more effective than the French one as an interceptor, as a fighter. Okay, so pretty cool. Let's show. So nothing here. Of course, here we have a change that you don't have to research of course, the Israeli BF-109 here, because of course, how will you research everything else if you don't have anything? So you just, when you start, if you get a tier 4 on the US, the Great Britain or France, you're going to be able to buy the S199 the same way as it works on the helicopter tree, okay, of each nation. So you're going to buy it, and then you can start researching. It's like a reserve, basically. But it's not a reserve, but it works in a similar manner. Of course, we have two new A4s here. So we have the A4H, which is basically an A4E, but a little bit older. It has the DEFA cannons, not the 20 millimeters. And it's a little bit buggy right now, as you see, so I don't know what exactly it will carry, but cool addition. We still have the same A4M, which is the early version, basically the same version that we have in the US, but with the long-edge tail and the 30 millimeter as well. I show it a little bit on the first dev server. Let me just check it out. Of course, see, the H doesn't have the elongated tail here for IR missiles. So, and let's check it out if the H has the radar. Yeah, it has the radar. So yeah, and the A4N. Of course, this radar is a ground radar, so it doesn't work properly in game right now. But yeah, and the A4N, which is the most advanced one. Of course, we see the elongated tail, and of course the DEFAs 553s, a little bit more modern DEFAs. Of course, we have the RWR air flares, we have the Shafir 2, the AIM-9D, so pretty cool missiles. The Shafir 2 as well, I mean, I don't know, for now it's the same missile as the AIM-9B, as well as the Shafir 1, so I don't know. And it carried the Magics, the Mavericks, and of course the Walleyes as well. So as you see, you can take a lot of Mavericks with this aircraft and a lot of bombs in general. Pretty cool addition. I love this aircraft. The A4E on the US3 is always one of my favorite attack aircraft in game. So yeah, pretty cool. It has the bulge for electronics and fuel tank, I think. No, it's just electronics and stuff. So yeah, pretty cool. As you see, pretty cool skin with a brake, I think. I don't know what it's called, but yeah. Let's see comparable to the normal loadout. So we can take the walleyes, but not the walleyes extended range, and it doesn't carry the Maverick. So this is the most advanced one. Okay, and of course we received two new aircraft in the top tier. So we received the Mirage 3 CJ, which is the same Mirage that we have in the French tree. Of course, we have an RWR. It's supposed to have a radar, a normal Mirage C radar, but it's not fully I mean, it's not fully finished yet. So yeah, missile-wise, it has the Shafrirs, as you see, Shafrir tools. the Magics, the Magic 1 of course, and the R530s and 530E. So yeah, same, basically the same loadout as the normal Mirage, the Mirage C. So it doesn't have flares or chaff, but still pretty good aircraft in general. 10.3 will be okay. And the new addition, the Kafir C7, basically a little lion or something it means. But it's basically very modified Mirage 3. So it's supposed to have a different radar, so it has the wrong radar for now. But yeah, it has the same guns, the with very large muzzle thing here. Look at the size of the thing. It has the canards, and of course it has a different radar as well, a J79, which is probably going to be amazing on a Mirage. I mean, a Mirage with a J79, you can think that I'm excited about this aircraft just because of the engine. So yeah, pretty cool. Has probably more maneuverability, better performance in general. It doesn't have the, yeah, look at the thrust of this aircraft, 84 kilonewtons. Let's see the normal Mirage, 57. So it's, I don't know, 30 kilonewtons more than the normal Mirage. So it's going to be a lot stronger. It's going to be probably the best quote unquote Mirage of the game. Okay, it has still the dog teeth here as well. So it's going to be amazing as a dogfighter. As I see, it has basically the fuselage of the Nesher, so it doesn't have a lot of space to actually show the radar. So it has a very not as good of a radar as the other ones. So it doesn't have BVR missiles. Okay, so it takes a lot of bombs and stuff, as you see. I mean, 1,000 pounds, Jesus Christ, right? But yeah, it can take just the 4 M9Gs, two or 4 missiles in general, but IR missiles. So the M9D, G, and the Shifter 2. So the best missile. I don't know about this BR. I mean, it's probably going to be the best dogfighter in game. It has the. This is weird. So it doesn't have flares and chaff right now, for some reason. So this is a problem, but I think it's a known issue. And it has the RWR, of course, as well. So yeah, pretty cool aircraft in general. Yeah. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, and make sure to subscribe. Make sure to check my other videos on the dev server, and I see you guys on the next one. Bye.